Okay, the next one is Snapfire. Now, Snapfire can be played as support and also as mid. Some people like to play him as mid. I don't play him as mid. I also don't play him as offlane. As mid, I can see it working to some extent. As offlaner, I really don't see her working because it's kind of a problem with the hero being ranged and also being not that high with health and just getting that value from tanky items or tanky builds like some classic offlaners are. I guess it can work, but it's really not optimal. Trying to make it into something just to be even be able to compete with real offlaners. So I'll just do the support one, the post 4. That one is pretty decent. It can work great. So to start off with boots, that boots can turn into tranquil boots or arcane boots. Can't go wrong with either. If you're playing support, maybe arcane boots is better. You'll also be spamming your spells a lot, so some extra mana might be nice early to help yourself and the team. Now, after dealing with boots or upgrading, there's a lot of items that work great for the hero. Solar Crest might be worth rushing first. Solar Crest is always a great support item, especially with heroes that can combo it with their own spells. Little Shredder, every time it attacks, it reduces armor on the target. This reduces further by 6, removes movement speed, removes attack speed, but you can also buff your own allies. I always like making this when I have somebody like maybe like a Faceless Void that does the ult, and while he's there, it's pretty nice being able to cast this and given that extra attack speed. He can really do a much bigger impact. So Solar Crest is great. If you're playing this hero as a support, I would just get it. It works. At the beginning, of course, you'll be probably maxing Cookie and Scatter Blast anyways, but as this gets closer to being finished, you'll start putting points into this anyway, so it's gonna be just in time when you start specking into this. And then, of course, there's Glimmer Cape, great for yourself, great for your allies, especially if it's active, 50% magic reduction on any spell. Force Staff is amazing, you can just push away from the bell, get some range with the ult. Ult is a really fun one. I've never seen any hero like this before. This is definitely the first one. When I first saw her doing this, it can be really bad for the enemy team. Like if they can't move away from this, it can be really devastating. So maybe you just want to push yourself in the fight and do the close range Scatter Blast or save somebody with the Fire Snap Cookie, and you just want to push yourself out of the range and just get them on in the AoE ult. One item that also works, I guess, that I forgot is Adderlands. Adderlands can be great, especially for the Fire Snap Cookie. The range becomes really big then. But yeah, you can go Adderlands that goes into Octarine Core upgraded. They can be pretty nice. Yeah, Adderlands is also, let's just put it there on the menu. Adderlands into, oh my god, it's just combined with everything. There we go. So Adderlands, you keep that in mind, into core. And then okay, we talked about Force Staff. One also great item is Lotus Orb. As usual, cast it on anybody, reflect the spells. It's pretty much self-explanatory. There's a lot of targetable spells. Lotus Orb is always great. Aeon Disc, it's more health, helps you survive the fight if they get you early. It can be pretty useful because of your ult capabilities, so might be important for you to survive, so you don't miss on this one, because yeah, it can be a pretty big spell. One item also that you can get is just Kaya and Senge. Senge is pretty great survivability for you. Kaya is great for your spells. You got lot to cast. Goes with ult. Goes with all three of these. Or well, maybe not with this. This is more like physical damage. But yeah, with this too. So yeah, there's also sometimes when I play Snapfire, and maybe you have a kind of a slacking off lane. Let's say your off laner doesn't really wanna do his job item wise. You kind of really need halberd. I think you can easily fit halberd here as well if you need it. It's kind of one of the kind heroes, type of heroes, where I think trying to fit in halberd is not that bad of an idea. But that's more if your offlane is kinda sleeping on that. So that's all good. It all goes with each other. It synergizes. Force goes with Fire Snap, Cookie with ult, with Carrot Blast. Solar Crest goes with the third one. Glimmer Cape is always great for any case. Kaya for all of the spells, and Adderlands into Octarine Core on reduced cooldown on all of this, plus your items is also pretty great. So that would be pretty much Snapfire. And as I said, if you're playing support, you're probably maxing the Cookie out. And the talents are also pretty easy to pick if you're playing support. You're always gonna take a heal on the Cookie, right? Second one is pretty much, I think, always Scatter Blast damage. You're not building your damage here anyway, so you're not gonna go into this and into this. This is more reserved for, let's say, mid or off laner as they like to play. So Scatter Blast damage, that's a much safer one. It's immediate, it's AoE, this is single target, so I would just go this and Cookie health. Third one, you go the left side as well. It's nothing amazing, but slow can be pretty great sometimes. It's much better than this, just because you're not going to be building any personal damage, you're supporting, so there's no, let's say, Desolator, there's no Maelstrom, any maybe Daedalus that you would make for a mid build. So just take the left one, and the last one is also left one. Put only a lot of extra, how do you call it, fiery slime balls. Yeah, just put everything into that, because this is like the Leshara becomes a more like an AoE now, right? It's like it attacks 3 targets, which is amazing. But again, you need damage for this to be really effective. It's the best when you're going like a mid version. So you're kind of selfish with the build. It's all about you. It's all about your damage. Then all of these become amazing. Shredder attacks, your attack damage, and multi-shot. This becomes amazing then. But you would have to go mid build for that. And I know I'm doing the more boring version. I'm doing support version, but this is just what I like. I actually like claiming mid to some other heroes. So yeah, that's pretty much Snapfire. I don't think there's... Yeah, I mean, there's also a mechanism option, I guess. There's mechanism option, and then there's putting it all into Guardian Greaves. Your boots and your mechanism, so you can get extra slot. That also works. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Snapfire. It'll be completely fine. I mean, it's a lot of clickable stuff, right? Like, it's 5 clickable items plus 9 things that you need to click on. But it doesn't have to be all like this. You can relieve some of these items, let's say like this maybe, or like this, or whatever you choose. So that's it for Snapfire. I think it's been a shorter one, but not much to add. Always try to gain some ground behind the fight. Try to open with your ult. That is the best option to support your team. Just being able to cast this uninterrupted becomes really great if your team has any root spells, hexes, stuns, or slows. So yeah, this can be pretty great. And then once you're done with this, you can use your force, jump in the fight, use Fire Snap Cooking yourself for anybody that needs maybe to be saved. You get the healing talent, maybe you got mechanism. It's a great way to save somebody, they're low health. And yeah, maybe even Glimmer Cape them. So a lot of great options for you to do with the hero. And yeah, that's it guys. I'll see you on the next one.